So now let's get into the fun part, the experiment, the magic color changes. This is such a simple experiment that you can do at home, and I've done that with my daughter many times when she was little, and we still do it sometimes now. It's very simple, easy to do at home because the ingredients are, well, the products that you want to test, which I encourage you to test everything that you've got at home. For pH, what we're testing here is pH. Is it similar to the physiological, the healthy simulated saliva that we're trying to mimic and simulate, or is it not? Let's see. So this is pH paper. This is pH liquid. Similar stuff, just in liquid form and paper form, and then a pH meter. We're going to use that to actually show a number, show the pH. For you, those of you who don't know what pH is, it's a way to measure acid to alkaline levels in any liquid, basically, in any fluid. And it's a scale of 1 to 14. 7 being neutral, which is water. Clean, pure water is pH 7. That's our neutral point. 1 is very acid. 14 is extremely alkaline. 13, 14, not good for the human body. There's nothing that's 13, 14, or even 12 really in the human body. 1 or 2 are not good for any part in the human body except in the stomach. That's where we make that kind of acid to dissolve bones, dissolve flesh, dissolve all the food that we eat. But that acid cannot leave the stomach. Otherwise, it eats out ulcers. It literally eats out your flesh. It eats out ulcers into your intestines, or into your esophagus, or into all the way up to the mouth. If people keep vomiting or people have reflux, that acid keeps coming back up, dissolves the flesh in your mouth and your teeth as well. Very bad to have acids at that level. That's why we keep neutralizing with our saliva and with our pancreatic juice and bile juice. Let's get to the point now. 1 to 14. Between 6 and 7 is not 1 time more or less acid. It is 10 times because it's a logarithmic scale. It's in logs. So pH 6 is 10 times more acid than 7. The neutral, pH 5 is 100 times more acid. pH 4 is 1,000 times more acid than normal, well, the neutral pH. Blood and resting saliva pH should be between 7 to 7.4. Blood is more around the 7.4, and it's kept that way by constantly producing bicarbonate and other alkalizing buffers to neutralize the acids from dead cells and bacteria and debris and everything else that happen in there. So our goal, as I said before many times, is to mimic all the concentration and the ingredients and the constitution of natural human saliva, as well as its pH, to keep protected. So let's see if that's what these products do as they claim to do. Now, the first test will use the pH paper. I've cut some pieces out here to make it easier and quicker. So if it stays yellow or grows yellower or redder, then it's extreme acid, or it's acid, as we'll see. Now that is acid. pH around 4, as we will see the numbers with the pH meter. This one here, it's very long, but anyway, you can see that still in the yellow range. Still acid. That one there, still acid. Supposed to be a natural bath rinse, contains alcohol, contains benzoates, and is acidic. Another one which is made for people with dry mouth, who already have a problem with their quality and quantity of saliva. Now we're giving them more acid in their mouth. That's not normal. That's not okay. The one that says alkaline bath rinse, what do you think? Is it going to be alkaline? Well, of course. It is dark green, pH 8. That's what it's meant to be. It's not by accident. It's not how it is. It's designed to be how it is. I designed this to be exactly like this for a purpose, for a reason. Now, let's confirm these numbers. These are indicators. This is a pH meter. It measures the pH. You can get these in hardware stores and electronic stores as well. It's not a very complex device at all. We have $1,000 ones in the factory where we make our products, but that's not necessary to have at home. So this should be pH about 4, and you can see here 4.3. So anywhere 4.1, 4.2, 4.3 is all bad news. We need to rinse the pH meter in between measurements. So all the liquid that's inside needs to be rinsed off. Just standard clean water, basically. Rinse that out. And we need some tissue to wipe that off. So we'll wipe it right here. Let's put it in the other one. Shouldn't be too dissimilar. It's 4.1 to 4.3. In this case, 4.25. Right there. Rinsing it again. And drying it again. And measuring the third one, the so-called natural toothpaste, natural mouth rinse. Acid, 5.3. Yes, it is 10 times less acid than this one. 5.3, 4.3. That's 10 times difference between them. But that's 100 times more acidic than what normal saliva, normal resting saliva should be, which the stimulated one should be more alkaline to bring it back to that neutral. I hope you get the point here. Let's rinse that out. And I'm going to use some more of this tissue here. And this one, the one that's given to people with dry mouth, like I said. What's the pH there? 5 point something as is usual. Yes, 5.4. Ask any dentist or look it up online. What is the critical pH for teeth? Teeth dissolve in pH 5.5 and below. They can actually dissolve even at slightly higher pH than that, even at 6.5 if there's no mineral and it's very dry. However, we generally agree upon 5.5 as being the absolute critical pH. Don't cross that. Don't stay below that for any period of time. Well, if I give you something that's already below that to start with, to so-called help you, is it really helping you? Let's rinse these acids out. And dry it well. And then put it in the alkaline one. The pH should read something around 8. I'm not even looking at it yet, so I'll tell you what it is. It's 8.3. There we go. Now the color test, the fantastic colorful test. This one looks really pretty. Liquid litmus paper. So you put that in the, it's a red liquid. Like I say, you can see it's a red liquid. When you put it in a solution, if the solution is acidic, it goes orange to yellow to red. Acid. Yes, we know, we measured it, we've seen it. It's nothing new to us, but it just looks pretty. You can see the color change. What do you think about this artificial fake colored rinse here? The green color changes to yellow. Lello. And this one here, which is purple, when you put this in there, it goes yellow, orange. Well, more orange because you see the purple is overshadowing that color as well a little bit. The other one here, you know it's acid. Can we see it here? Yes, it is acid. And the last one, we know it's alkaline. We've measured the pH as it's supposed to be. And we put this in there. There we go, alkaline. And that's just the pH. It's cool, it's colorful, easy to explain things with that. When I do this in front of colleagues, like I said before, I've done it all over the world at all my courses with dentists and specialists, and they're all like, wow, we didn't think of this at all like this. We didn't even know. Well, I didn't know either until I found out. So when we find out, we do better. When we care to move forward and create better. Ask questions, find out, make better decisions. If you can't find what you want, what you like, what you think is better, go make it. Nothing that any human can do is undoable by anybody else. You don't have to trust any big corporates or any small corporates or any little person, whatever. You trust whoever you want to trust when you see the evidence, when it makes sense to you, and always, in the meantime, until I see you next time, remember please, I want you to actively be aware and not beware, so that you can always look better, feel better, and be better. Thank you.